Right. Reading as radio button. How to create radio button. How to create radio button. Yeah. Tell me what is that? Input type equal to radio
ID equal to
R1
RD
value,
and value.
let's say mail or something. Okay, right. With this code we can create a radio button. Right. Let's check this code is it's working or not. Yeah, HTML. Closing what? HTML. And
Body.
what is that? Body.
Close body.
Body. Let's just save the page. Save as
.html.
right test.html. So asking that already file is there. Yes, replace it. Now you go to the page
And open
on the page. Go to the test.html on the page. Radio button is created. Created or not created? Created. But one thing you are observed, the text is visible or not visible?
It's
Not visible.
because we didn't create it.
No. We created. But actually the thing is, you can observe value whatever you have written is not visible. So, or why? What is the reason? Reason for this is actually value is not for visible. Value is for hold. So then what is visible? Mail. Whenever you want to display something beside radio button, you should use text outside of the radio button. Only that will be visible. Now you can observe. Only that will be visible. Right. Right. You can observe. Now mail is visible or not visible? Hello? Visible. With this, we observed one thing. What is that? Radio button beside whatever you have written is not visible. Now, let's take break. Again, break. I'm creating one more radio button. This time it is R2. Female. Again, female. Again, female. Female. Right. So now this is visible or not visible?
Visible.
Now you see, refresh. This is second radio button is also visible. But generally, what is the nature of the radio button?
You can select
only one. We can select only one.
You are able to select only one. You can observe male, female. It is allowing the
You have to
yes. So it is allowing the user to select both. So actually we should allow the user to select only one. So for that we need to use one property. The property is name equal to some common value. Let's say we are using for a requirement called what? Gender. Here name equal to
gender.
Name is your attribute.
Yeah, name is attribute. Yeah, name equal to gender. Name equal to gender. Now you can observe name equal to gender. Name equal to gender. Okay. Name equal to gender. Name equal to what is that? Gender. Okay. Now you can observe male, female, male, female. Observed everybody? Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the nature of your radio button control. So with this we can say why you are using name, making complete radio buttons as two radio buttons are using for the same requirement or different requirement.
Different.
Same.
Same
Sorry, same.
requirement is
Name
gender.
equal for the same.
That's why you have to group all radio buttons. For that you have to use name equal to common value. Name equal to common value. Name equal to common value. Are you clear?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that is a story about radio button control. Okay. So now, yeah, we need some requirement to implement here. Yeah. Right. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, tell me. Not voice is not clear. Name equal to you should give the common value. The common value can be A or B, C, but both values should be same.
Okay.
Just for our clarity, I am giving gender because the requirement is gender. So here you can write A, B, B, but both values should be same. Okay, that's it. That is a story about a control called radio. Right. I'll give you one small requirement here. Can you try?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or else we'll see in scripting this one. Okay. Now. Okay. But understood all of you? Better to write one example. Yeah. My requirement is like this. Yeah. Right. You try to develop this page. You have a web page that is test.html. Select your same code. Select your gender. Select your gender. First radio button, male. Second radio button, female. And ID is radio male. Radio male. Your ID is radio female. Radio female. Radio female. Just submit button. Submit. That is BTN submit. Simultaneously you have to take on paper. Taking BTN submit. And what is the group name? Sorry, name.
Gender.
Gender. So how to display this? Select your gender. You can use some heading tag like H1 or H2. Okay. Come on, write the code for this.
Sir, a common name what should be given?
You can give anything. Requirement is gender, na? You
Okay.
use gender.
Okay.
Use anything. Come on, write the code. Just making you to comfort to write the markup code with all these examples. Okay, all of you people, let's check whether it is working or not.
Sir, it is working.
Okay, all of you guys.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's working.
Right, very good. Okay, so that is the story about a control called what? Radio button. Now let's see the next checkbox. Just what I am doing now, I am introducing one by one control and making you to comfort with what? Markup code. Checkbox. Now immediately here you will get a doubt. Sir, what is the use of a property called value? Are we using anywhere value?
Right now we are not.
Not
We are
using.
not.
Value purpose is holding. Value purpose is holding. Whatever content you are writing after radio button is for visible. Value purpose is holding. Okay. Now let's go with what? Checkbox. Let's go with what? Checkbox. So what is checkbox? So like how to create checkbox? How to create a checkbox? Hmm. Yeah. Any idea?
Input type
You got
equal to
checkbox
checkbox
ID equal to,
ID
let's say receiver, value equal
value.
to, let's say reading. Will display or not? We'll see. Okay, this is a code. Maybe we'll create a control called what? Checkbox. We'll create a control called what? Checkbox. Okay, right. Now you see. Yeah. Input type equal to checkbox, ID equal to C1, value equal to reading. Right. Save. Right. Now you see. You run the, if we run the page, what will happen? We'll see. Yeah. Checkbox is created. Created.
Yes.
What about value?
It's
Visible.
there, but it
It's,
text
it's
is
there,
not.
but not visible. Let's say we write outside, I am writing capital R, but to show you the difference. Here value is small r, here capital R. Now you see, save. Now refresh. Observed, huh?
Yeah, it's Yes, sir. outside is just a text, right?
Yeah, that's it. Value property is not for visible, for radio button and checkbox. It is for holding. Why we have to hold? We have to hold for the future purpose. Outside, if you want to display something beside the radio button or checkbox, that you should write after element. Then only it will be visible. Okay? Right. So that is a nature. So why values are, we'll see why value. Value is having some importance value. Okay. Right. Now, yeah, this is a control. Which control? It is what? Radio but checkbox control. Now I want to, did you understand checkbox code all of you? What is the type equal to?
Checkbox.
Type
Checkbox.
equal to checkbox. Okay. Now, come on. Yes. Now we'll write a small example for checkbox. Okay. For checkbox, we don't have, okay, we'll see. Now you will get a doubt about checkbox. For checkbox also, do I require to write like this? Now you see. Like name is required, not required. What is this?
Not required, I think.
Right. ID equal to C2. Let's say browsing, browsing, browsing. Now your checkbox is created here. Browsing. Okay. created. Checkbox is created. You can see. Okay, created. Are you clear, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Now you try one example like this. Generally, when we will go for radio button,
Whenever you want to select one option, you go for radio button.
whenever we want to give selection of one among multiple means two gender, among that one, select your mother tongue. Select your mother tongue. What control? Radio button. What about checkbox?
Radio button.
We'll go for checkbox. Whenever we have
Multiple options.
Multiple value.
Multiple options.
multiple selection, go with what? Checkbox. Okay.
Checkbox.
I'm giving a small requirement now. Right. What is that requirement? You have a web page. You have a web page. Yes. Select radio button. I can say select your mother tongue. Select your known languages. Which control? Select your known languages. Which control?
Checkbox.
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 Select your known languages. Known languages. Select your known languages. First checkbox Telugu. Telugu. Second checkbox English. English. Next checkbox Hindi. Hindi. Next button submit. Take it. Are you taking on paper?
Yes, sir.
Right. This checkbox ID is check Telugu. Check Telugu. Check Telugu. This is check English. Check English. Right. This checkbox is check Hindi. Check Hindi. Next button BTN. BTN. What is that? BTN. Submit. BTN. Submit. Right. Come on. Write the code.
Yes, sir.
Done, sir.
Is it working, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So it is allowing you to select one or multiple.
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 Yeah, let's complete all the people. Right, all of you completed, huh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, now tell me how we have to write this. Right, so already you have, yeah, here we need to write what tag you have written here.
Select your language.
Right,
Select
what
your
tag?
language.
Heading tag you have taken, huh?
Uh,
Select your known languages. Have you taken heading here?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Input type equal to check ID equal to check Telugu and value is not required right now in this example. Nowhere we are using value right now, but you can use here. What is the value? What is the display content? Telugu, right? So this is the first code. This is what second one. Input type equal to checkbox ID equal to check English. Check English. Okay, right. Now check Hindi. 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 Okay, right. Break. Yeah, here you need what, guys? Input type equal to what is that? Button. Input type equal to button. What is the code? ID equal to btn.
Submit.
and submit.
Value
Value submit.
value equal to submit. Submit. Over. This is the code will create. You can observe. You can observe. Right. Now you can observe and you can run the page. It's creating. Observed all of you. So it will be allow
Yes.
user to select either 1 or 0. This is a story about the checkbox control. But there is one common property. There is one common property. Common property. Common property for radio button and checkbox. For radio button and checkbox, there is a common property. That common property name is a checked. 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 It is a Boolean property. It is a Boolean property. It can contain either true or false. It can contain either true or false. Checked equal to true means concerned radio button or checkbox will be checked. Checked equals to false means concerned radio button or checkbox will be unchecked. Unchecked. Suppose in design time only, if you want to make like this checkbox, you see checked equal to true. Which checkbox you then checked equal to true?
Telugu.
First one, Telugu. Telugu. Now you see, guys, what is happening. Now you see. I am unselecting. Just refresh the page. First one automatically checked. Observed?
Yes, sir.
Right. Suppose checked equal to true for last one, Hindi. Then okay, na? So that is a story about a property called
Checked.
checked. Okay. So this is a way to create a control called what? Checkbox. And that property will be applicable for other control also. What is other control?
Radio button.
Yeah, it's a common property for both. Okay. Now next setting as drop down list. Drop down list. How to create drop down list control. How to create a drop down list control. How to create drop down list control. Create a drop down list control. Yes. Yeah. Can you tell me any idea? Hmm?
Input
Type
type,
equal to drop down.
Hmm.
input type,
Hmm. Yeah. Tell me what is it? Input type.
equal to drop down list.
No, no, not like that. Anyone? Anyone? Prudvi, come and tell me.
I
Hmm? Wait. Prudvi, Nivedita.
I'm not sure, sir.
Anybody who completed already .NET? Hmm. Hmm? Hmm. You know, every day I am getting so many work supports. So many people are up right now. Also, one guy is approaching me through WhatsApp. I want work support. Your work support has to start immediately. Otherwise, I am going to lose my job. And with everybody I'm talking, what happened? Didn't you learn .NET? They said we learn already .NET with our employer training, some XYZ training. It went only 20 hours or 40 hours. But what happened? Wow. Already training is over. Why you need work support? Just they didn't get confidence. Okay, right.
select
Hmm.
select
Select, right? Okay. Select ID equal to
Option,
ID is equal to S1.
let's say D1. Let's D1. Tell me.
Option
Open. Next what? Option.
option,
option value is equal to
Item 1. Hmm. Option. Option. Okay. Option. You have to enjoy your job.
Option.
Tomorrow, at the time of learning, you spend full time, sacrifice all your weekends, all your personal enjoyments for some time, and later, when you are doing job, you will get more money. With that money, you have to enjoy. If you want to enjoy means now you have to work hard. Otherwise, that time after you get job also, weekends also always you look for this type of work supports. Okay, right. Torture will be there if you didn't work properly. If you didn't learn properly.
So can you increase the size of your screen?
This one, this one, not.
The size of the screen, sir, it is too small.
1 minute, let me check it. No, font size is okay.
Yeah, I think the screen has minimized.
Yeah, every day it's not minimized, no?
No, sir.
Every day is not like this.
No.
Oh,
For me, it is every day same only, sir.
same,
Like
it is same.
yeah.
screen size is
Actually, for
normal.
people, I think it will display that size only. I hope, even though when you people are showing me also, it will display like this only. Let me check. Okay, let me check. Is it visible? If you want, I can increase the font size.
It's visible.
Maybe increase the font
I
size.
can increase font size if it is not visible.
Ditya?
Oh my God. Want to increase me some more size?
That should be good, sir.
Yeah. Okay, na? Right. So this is a
Yes, sir.
code. This is a code. What is the tag you are used for radio? But sorry, drop down list.
Correct.
Select,
Select for every item option. You remember one important point. Drop down list can contain collection of items. Every item will be representing with one index value. First item index value will be 0. Second item index value will be 1, and so on. And so on. Right, you see. And so on. That is a story about a control called what? Drop down. Now, yeah, now even though I can increase this size also. So to create a drop down list, what is the tag, Uma?
Select.
Select. To create an item, what is a tag? Option. Option.
Option. Okay.
First item, every item will be representing with one index value. First item index value will be
0,
second item index value will be
1,
1 and so on. Item 1 index is what with this?
0,
Item 2,
1,
item 3,
2,
2. In this way your drop down list is created or not created?
created, sir.
Created. Okay na? Right. Yes. Now let's see. I'll give you one requirement. Are you clear, all of you?
Yes, sir.
See, compare with console programming. Console programming, this is GUI-based programming, which is interesting.
GeoBase.
GUI-based programming will be always interesting, even
Because
though
it's more interaction.
yeah, logic also will be easy, simple, because 70% of your work is done doing by them only. Okay, even though here you are writing so source code, but I'll show you the magic. I'll show you the magic. I'm giving more pain for student, because if you will pay the pain now, later it will be easy for you. That's the reason I am not giving easy way. I'm showing you little bit pain way. But all the people will do what you know. You go to ASP.NET. If you go to ASP.NET, next level our ultimate aim is HTML coding or ASP.NET coding.
ASP.NET.
ASP.NET coding. All my styles are traditional styles. We'll go in a like, because if you will take pain here, later stages you will feel very comfort. As well as my intention is every line, every markup line, you see what is my plan. You know, tomorrow you are developing ASP.NET application. This is your ASP.NET web page. That ASP.NET web page, that ASP.NET web page. Let me add one web page. Right click.
Add
Right click, add
item.
new item, some ASP.NET web page called web form. I'm selecting some web form 2.aspx is adding. Web form 2.aspx is adding. Now you can observe. It is your web page. Your web page. Now actually in ASP.NET, you will not have to worry about controls. You see toolbox.
And you could just
All your
drag and
controls
drop.
are here. All your controls are here. In ASP.NET also, you have ASP.NET controls and HTML controls. You observe. Good.
All the way down, sir.
All are ASP.NET controls. But this category is which control?
HTML.
HTML controls. What is the difference? I tell you. Now, just now we worked with what are the HTML controls? Tell me.
Button.
Button,
Observe.
radio button.
Drag and drop. Next control. What we use? Text box.
Text.
Drag and drop. Next, what is the radio button?
Checkbox.
Drag and drop. And what is the control? Checkbox. Drag and drop. Next, what is the control we use? Come on. Drop down list. You see, select. Drag and drop. Drag and drop. Oh, you see. You see. HTML opening tag, head section, and in body, form div. Form div. Okay, body. You see. First two. This is the code for what control?
Button.
This is the code for what control?
Text box.
This is the code for what control?
Radio button.
The code for what control?
Box.
Checkbox. Checkbox. This is the code for what control?
Drop down box.
List. Huh? Okay. So, are we written this code now? Did we written
No.
this code now? No. Drag and
No. Drop.
drag and drop. The code is generated
Automatically.
automatically. But I hate this drag and drop. Okay. I hate this drag and drop. Okay. Why? Because if you will write every code with your own hands, like input, create one button. Come on, tell me. Input.
Type
Equal
equal
to
button.
button.
You removed code. You can see all controls are gone. Okay, now you create your control. Come on, tell me. Input
Input type is equal to button.
type equal to
Equal to
button.
button.
ID
Button ID is equal to
ID equal to
button one.
button.
value.
Value.
Value is equal to
Value equal to submit.
Submit. You observe. Value equal to submit. Submit. Clear? Ah?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, na?
Yes, sir.
If you will drag
Yes,
and
sir.
drop, if you will drag and drop, you will convince. If you will write your own code like this, you will get confidence. Convincing is important or confidence is important?
Confidence is
That is all the faculties, all the students I have observed drag and drop, drag and drop. The drag and drop will make us task very, very easy. Very simple, madam. What is that? You know, I have a bike. Bike has two options. One is start option, start button. Second one is kick rod also. So I don't know how to kick. From the day one onwards, I'm using only what button?
start.
Start button. I don't know how to use kick button, kick rod, but kick rod is also there. So every day I'm using start button. One day battery down. So it's not starting. Then what I have to use?
Kick.
Kick. Let's say I don't know how to use kick. I know, but it's not starting. Why? Because I didn't have the practice how to kick that rod. Are you clear? Suppose
Yes, sir.
in the beginning time I used kick rod for some time. For some time I'm using kick rod. Then I know how to use kick rod. I know how to use start button. Learning is not a matter. Yes or no? Did you understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Did you understand? I have Activa. For example, I have Activa. It's a real example. Activa is there. Okay. So Honda, this type of bikes means kick rod also easy. I have an Activa for my bike. So it is auto start button, auto start. One day I want to drop my children at school bus stop. So rainy season. So I'm pressing start button. It's not starting. So I have to use what kick rod. First I didn't get an idea whether kick rod is there. I recall, yeah, kick rod is there. I was used to stand and I'm kicking that vehicle, but it's not starting because I didn't have the proper practice how to kick that rod because I didn't use any time. It has taken 5 minutes time and somebody came and they start the bike. Did you understand?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Let's say somebody is not there. I am also unable to start. I am unable to start. What will happen? In time I can't reach the bus stop, right? So that is the reason. First use kick rod for some time, then use start button. Same way. First to use how to write the source code like this. Then use what? Drag and
Drop.
drop. Okay. So that is the story. Okay guys, understood? Yeah. Next, your goal is this. Okay. Now come back to our discussion. Now we are in cycle ride. That's right. Next we'll go to bike ride. Okay. Did you understand?
Yeah.
Yeah, you people need patience, yeah, right, for all these things. Which medicine is better, English medicine or Ayurvedic medicine?
Ayurveda.
Ayurvedic.
It is powerful, useful, powerful, all traditional medicine, no side effects. But we'll give priority for which medicine?
Ayurvedic.
There's only some of them.
Give priority for English medicine. All we are using which medicine? English. Okay, now? Yes. Right, you guys. You observe. You can cure 100 diseases, thousands of diseases with yoga. But how many are approaching yoga to cure diseases? Like that. Okay, I want to write one page I want to develop. Can you?
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Take the design. Take the design. Select your country. Select your country. Select your country. Okay. Here I have a drop down list. Yeah, first I am keeping option as select. First item is select. Second item is India. Second item is India. Here USA. Next UK. UK. And here we have a button. The button is submit. The button is submit. Submit. Okay. Now ID of drop down list is drop country list. Drop country list. Drop country list. And the button ID is BTN submit. BTN submit. BTN submit. Can you write program?
Yeah.
Yeah, come on, do it. Are you taking design on your paper?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Suddenly I'll ask you to on your webcam
Yes, sir.
and show me. Okay, you should ready for that. Come on. This notepad programming will give you more clarity about markup code. Yeah, over.
Yeah.
Don't do copy paste when you are writing the code.
It's done.
Don't do copy paste because here you are writing code not to submit to the client. You are writing code to get a hands-on experience. Don't copy paste even the one simple element also copy paste. Don't copy paste. May
Yes,
faculty
sir.
can do copy paste, but students should not do copy paste in this line, in this level. Okay. Right. Okay, na? Because tomorrow your hand should not shake when you are in front of your employer. Right. Come on, over.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yeah.
Right. Very
Yes,
good.
sir.
Completed, right? So now when I am going in this model, may not the people who are having hurry will not get the value of this starting days, why the faculty has given to work on Notepad. But once we started ASP.NET, when we are working with big web pages, designing, then you will get why I have giving this work to you. That day you will feel so comfort because of today process. Right. Okay. Now come on guys. Done I hope. Yeah. Now tell me what is this? Markup H1. Tell me what is it? Select
Select your country.
Select your
your
country.
country. Select your country H1. Select
Select
tell me
That
drop
Country
equal
country.
to
drop
drop
Draw.
country list.
country list. What I have given country list.
Country
Right.
list.
What is that?
Select
Select and first country is what? India.
Yeah.
India,
India. Second country is what?
USA,
USA.
Third one is what?
UK.
Third one is what?
UK.
UK.
Option UK. Right. After this drop down list, use which tag? Break.
break and
break,
submit button.
break. Again what? Submit input type equal to submit, submit, yeah?
Equal to button.
Type
Button, sir.
button, I'm sorry. Type equal to button, button ID equal to B1, BT and submit.
Submit.
Submit and
Value
value
equal to submit.
Value
Equal to
to
value equal to submit. Right. Okay. Now you are you are getting bit comfort with markup code I have observed. That is important. Your speed has to increase, the writing speed. Your hand should not shake when you're writing. You see. Everybody are clear?
yes, sir.
Yeah.
Right. This is important here. Okay. There's a way to create a control called what? Drop down list. Now my question is, when we will go for drop down list? When we will go for drop down list?
When you want to select one value,
Yeah.
When there are several values, we should select one.
Whenever we want to, you want to me send me the code also, because you are also writing. That's why I'm not least bothered about code, because yeah. Who is this? Proms tanundi. Your idea is PROMS. Proms. Pramodana. Maybe. Okay. Okay. You see, I'm sending code also, but I hope you're writing. That's why. When you will go for a drop down list, whenever we want to select,
one option.
single value from multiple
my
options.
question is, when you will go for
From several options.
1 minute, when you will go for radio button,
To select
From multiple,
when we go for radio button,
for selecting one option from 2 or 3 options.
see, even though radio button is also selecting one among multiple, drop down list also selecting one among multiple. Are you clear?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Then tomorrow interviewer will ask you, both look almost similar. What is this? When you will go exactly with radio button, when you will go exactly with drop down list.
Whenever you have two options, you go for
Hmm.
video button. When
But
you have
you
more
have
than
two options like gender, male or female, married or unmarried. In this case, you can go with what? Radio button. But when you have multi option like select your country, let's say 160 plus countries are there, you can go with this radio button also. But 160 radio buttons, if you are planning to display in your web page, the entire page will display only radio buttons. Am I right?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
So it will be occupying more design space. So better to go with what control?
Drop down.
Drop down.
Drop.
Drop down list. Select your location. Which control? Select
Drop down.
Drop down.
drop down list. Okay. Right. Select your state.
drop
Drop.
down.
Drop down.
Drop down list. Yes or no?
Yes.
Radio
Radio
button.
button.
Yes or no?
Radio button. Radio
Video
button.
button.
Married.
Yes.
Married and married.
Radio
Video
button.
button.
Radio button.
Pass fail. Pass fail. Pass or
Video button.
Radio button.
radio button. Like that. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So this is the story about the radio button, all these things. Next, we will go with the table control. Table control. How to create table? Table ID equal to T1 close
You have
PR.
TR here. So
TD.
TD
Close tag.
right
TD.
here.
20 TD and close TR close TR. First row. First
First row TR.
second row. First row, second row, second row. Right. Yeah, this is the code. Create what control?
Table.
This is the code. We'll create which control table. Yes, now you see. You see. Right. Now we'll see. Table. Table is a collection of rows and
Columns.
Columns.
table is a collection of rows and columns. You see. Are you feeling like some bit of enjoyment in while you are writing markup code?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Right, getting boring. Right. See, but what happened? Table is created, but no border, nothing. Just values are visible. I want rows and columns. What shall I do?
You need to mention that in the table like a or border.
Maybe border equal to, let's say, 1. We'll see. Border
And
equal to
P.
1 with written 1 border 1. Now you see, refresh. Observed.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. One means 1 pixel. It is 1 pixel. Suppose you have given 10. You see.
Okay.
More width.
Good.
Yes. Okay. Thick border. Okay. 1 is enough, I think. Huh? Right. Next to cell padding properties. Cell padding. Cell padding. Cell padding 50. What is cell padding? We have to see.
Inside the
Cell padding. I'll remove. Cell padding ante it's a size of the
Cell.
size of the cell. Cell padding representing what?
Size
Size
of
of the
Size of the cell. Right. Okay. Next to cell spacing. Cell spacing equal to 50. You know anything about cell spacing? Cell padding. Cell spacing means what?
I
space
think
between the cell.
space between two cells.
Very good. Space between two cells. Cell size I have reduced again, and size space is increased or not increased?
Increase, sir.
Increased. What is the property for this cell?
Cell
cells
Cell.
between.
Good. What is this? Okay. Go. Bye bye. Right. Yeah. 50. Are you clear, everybody?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
This is what size space between the cell. So remember these 3 properties, because even though when you are working with ASP.NET also will use frequently HTML table. Why? I'll show you what is importance, but up to that you remember the 3 properties. Border properties representing border,
Border.
Border of it.
border of the table. Cell padding is representing space of
Size of the cell.
space of the cell. Cell spacing is representing
Space between the cells.
space between the cells. I hope you are clear now.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So I'll give you one small requirement now. I'll give you a small requirement now. First you try that. You try that. Okay. You write small code now. Later we will use it for table for other purpose. Create a table like this. Table 1, table 2, table 3, table 4, table 5, table 6, table 7, table 8, table 9. ID is my table. Can you write the code for this table?
Yes, sir.
Is there any spacings?
That is depends upon you. Whatever you want, you can give. Spacing padding is option to you. Okay, right. Main idea, main intention is how many rows, how many columns, what is the data. Come on. My table is ID. If I will write the code, you will get the clarity. But if you will write the code, you will get what you know, confidence.
Confidence.
That is important. And confidence is important than clarity. One minute, hold for 1 second.
Done, sir.
Done, sir.
Yeah, hold for 1 second, all of you guys. Done now, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Huh? Right. Right. You see. Yeah. Tell me the code. see table ID what I have written. ID is what? My table. My table, border, padding, spacing. See, padding, spacing is option. First row. Tell me, what is the value?
One,
Triple
One
one,
one one.
two,
two, and you need to add them.
one more cell, three, three. It is a first row code. Okay, na? First row code. Next second row. Tell me. CD.
One more.
Triple three. Next triple four, I think. Triple four.
Yeah.
Five.
Five.
Triple six.
Triple six. Triple six. Now this
One more.
That's what
second row.
TR
Second row.
row.
Second row. Okay. Next third row. Third row.
Seven.
Seven.
Triple seven. Triple eight.
Triple eight.
Triple nine.
Triple eight.
Nine.
Triple nine. Triple nine. Triple nine. Okay. Triple nine. Understood all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Right. You see. Like your table is created.
Yes, sir.
Whenever we want to represent the data in rows and column format in your web page, you will use a concept called a table. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Other main important purpose of table is proper alignment of the controls in web page. Proper alignment of controls in the, come on, what is that? Web page. Web page. For example, you are designing one web page. Generally, whenever you are written markup code, you can observe this problem. That is, you are designing a web page like this. Okay. You have written here first name, one text box, last name, one text box. Okay. Next button. Which button? Submit button. Submit button you want to create here. But submit button code whenever you are writing it is creating here. Observed?
Yes, sir.
But I want here. My manager asked me to show here. But when I'm writing, it's creating submit button creating here. Submit button creating here. Somewhere here I want to create a checkbox. But remember me or something. But checkbox is creating here. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Have you observed this one when you are designing your web page?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
To overcome this problem, you can take the help of a concept called table. You can take the help of a concept called, come on, table. How, sir? Divide your web page into rows and
Columns.
columns. Okay, rows and columns with the help of table. Within the TD, you write the concern control code. Then you will get a proper alignment, proper alignment and good appearance. Not only in HTML web pages, we will use HTML table. We will use HTML table even though tomorrow when you are working with ASP.NET web page. When you are working with what web page? ASP.NET web page. So in ASP.NET web page also we'll use this concept. So that is the reason. So try to get more comfort on this. Okay. Now I want a example like this. You observe. Simple. Are you ready now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
ఓకే ఎస్ నేను చేసే ప్రతి ఒక్క ప్లాన్ కూడా అంటే ట్రైనింగ్ లో వాట్ ఐఎమ్ ఫాలోయింగ్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్ యూ టు గివ్ టు మై స్టూడెంట్ ద బెస్ట్ బికాస్ స్టూడెంట్ ఈస్ మై బ్రాండ్ అంబాసిడర్ బికాస్ ఆఫ్ యూ ఓన్లీ ఐ విల్ గెట్ ద పీపుల్ if you will after this training you are at home nobody will come to me after this training if you are in company I will get the people and behind every student there is a family okay right username password I'm not that much bothered to finish the training. Instead of that, I want to give confidence to the student. Entire your 30 years of your career, you should not anywhere stuck. You should be a telling person. You should not be a asking person. Right. Okay. Login. This is my design. Okay, guys. It is TXT UID. ID. txt uid. txt uid. It is txt pwd. txt pwd. txt pwd. Right. And this is btn login. This is btn login. btn login. btn login. btn login. Now can I use table here, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Can you tell me how many rows? Sorry, how many rows?
3 rows, 2
Three
columns.
rows,
One minute.
two
1
columns.
minute. I'll show you.
Three rows, three
Three
columns.
rows. Three rows.
Three columns.
And
2 columns.
2 columns.
Two columns.
Okay. So border is required or not required in this example?
No, sir.
Border
Not
is not
required.
because here our intention
No.
is not to display table. Table we want for only alignment. So don't display border. First cell, brother. Second cell code. Second row first cell. Second cell. Third row first cell. Make it empty. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Second cell, create a code called what code you have to write in the second cell of the third row? Button code. Come on.
Button.
Can you
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
do it? If you are done this, good. Yeah, over.
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Write the code. Write the table. ID equal to something. Okay. Border cell padding is not required.
Required.
First row. How many rows you need?
3 rows.
3 rows. How many cells? 2 cells.
Each row
2 cells. First here what?
username.
User name. Here
Input.
text box code here.
Ah.
What is that? Input
Type equal to text.
text or text box? Text
Text.
ID equal
ID equal
to
to user.
UID. Right. And second, come on, tell me. What is that?
Password.
Password. Come on.
Input type equal to text.
Input type equal to text.
ID equal to TXT PWD.
Txt pwd.
Last row, first element empty.
Okay. For last row, first element empty, and this cell is not required. And this is what control.
Input type equal to button.
Input type equal to button.
ID equal to btn login.
btn login.
Value equal to login.
Value equal to login. Value equal to login. Right. Value equal to login. This is the code. This is the code. Okay. Right. Right. Okay. You're created observed
Yes, sir.
okay. See, because of this, what is the advantage you observed? What is the advantage? Because of table.
We can bring into
Proper
alignment.
alignment, as well as you can save lot of design space. There is no wastage of design space. Observed?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And so this is, but actually your password should be in special characters, but it's taking normal characters. How to create a password should take special character? Any idea?
Input type equal to password.
Maybe. Try like this. Input type equal to password.
Then text box will
Input type equal to password. Okay. Right. Right. Okay. Now you see. It will create. You can observe. Now you see. Rama password. Observed?
Yes, sir.
Right. This is the story. Okay, na? So for tomorrow, what you have to do, you have to get perfect on this. Okay. Implement all following pages with the help of table. With the help of table. Can you?
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
Number one, Gmail login page. Number two, Gmail sign up. Sign up means registration. Number three, Facebook registration. Registration. Number four, change password. Change password. Number five, forgot password. Forgot password. Can you? Up to here, okay, na?
Yeah.
Okay, send all these by tomorrow. Tomorrow we are going to start scripting, guys. Okay. So thank you very much. We'll meet tomorrow. Bye to all.
Hello.
Sir, I have done that.
Sorry.
So we did the
I
change
submitted
password and
the,
forgot password.
I just did all the same yesterday.
That's why
But not table.
you didn't listen.
But not on table.
Wait. You didn't listen.
I will do on table. Yeah.
Don't ask like a child. Huh? Really, I have given. Implement all following pages with the help of.
In table.
Okay. Bye to all.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you.